Hi everyone, it's Nick Holland here again, Sports Car Global. I'm sat with Seb Morris on the Sunoco stand at the Autosport International Show, and thought it would be a good time to sort of catch up while it's fresh in Seb's mind. His prize from the Sunoco Challenge was to actually get a drive in Daytona at the Raw before 24 in one of the DPIs. So welcome, Seb.
Hello.
So how did you find your trip to Daytona? What was Daytona like as a track for you?
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. It's a very different experience than the UK in terms of the track. The banking's almost 35 degrees, so you struggle to walk from the bottom to the top. Let's put it that way. And then in terms of the car, it was just unbelievable. Very, very, very fast car, probably the fastest in a straight line I've ever been in. So I got on my outlap and I was like, oh my god, this is really fast. And the team are extremely professional. It's a completely different level of professionalism than what I'm used to. So it's brilliant to see that game raised in that sort of way. They have live data, they can see exactly what's going on with the car before you even need to tell them. It's very much like a mini Formula 1 team in that respect.
Right. Just back to the track, because obviously Daytona, as it's configured for the 24, is banked mostly, and then it's got that fiddly bit of infield. How did setting the car up for that sort of scenario, how does that go?
It's a very interesting mix, because obviously when you're on a banking you want to have a slightly unbalanced camber, so you want the car to be flat as it can be.
Staggered, yeah.
Yeah, but then the midfield it would all go wrong. So you have to find a good balance in between the banking and the infield to make it work really. And the infield is not too difficult. It's mainly just hairpins, and there's no real high speed corners. My favourite corner is the bus stop chicane. That's brilliant.
Right.
Going on to and then you then have half a circuit of infield then.
Right. Okay. And so the car, as you said, I was talking with the Ginetta guys earlier, and they were very proud, saying they'd taken a guy from a Miata series in the US and put him in a G57 at Dubai this week,
right.
And he'd gone really well. I'm afraid I've forgotten his name. But, obviously you're familiar with the power of the Bentley. Can you put into words at all how the prototype, how does it do it differently?
It's a massively different DPI. I mean, the old DPIs were basically like a pumped-up race car, but with no downforce. And these DPIs now are not really too far off LMP1 cars are that fast. They're only 3 or 4 seconds off. So everyone thinks they're LMP2 cars, but they're really close to LMP1 cars in that respect, because they've got very, very, very high downforce, much more than what the team have ever been used to over there. And so they're brand new cars. Technology on them is absolutely amazing now. As I said before, with all this live data thing you can do, and the car talks to the team and the team talks to the car. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah. And as I understand it, at the moment they're throttling back the DPIs to match the new P2 Gibson tech, because they don't want to stretch that engine too much first time out. Did that have any effects on the way you drove, or was it just go have fun?
I was just going there doing long runs and getting used to doing the longer stints and things, and I didn't really do any performance runs, to be honest. So I don't have a massive feel of the car on the absolute edge. So it'd be interesting to see what that's like when I'm there, because I was just focusing more on the team didn't want me going out there and absolutely nailing it, just because you can't risk anything over there.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I said, it's like a miniature Formula 1 team. You just do as you're told. So I was told to do long runs. I was doing driver changes and practicing coming in and out of pits, that sort of thing. Just getting the essentials done, because it's those sort of things that can mess up a race if you do a pit entry wrong or a pit exit wrong.
Yeah, and I guess we do have to remember DPI is new to everyone, new to the team and everything. So it was very much a first outing. So yeah, well done for surviving that.
Yeah, thank you.
So you've had the test, you've obviously got the race to come.
Yeah.
Obviously high hopes for that.
Yeah, I think bold call, but I think we're in the best team with the best driver pairing. So I think all four of us are very, very good. Obviously Dane and Eric have just won the championship, and Mike is one of the world's best drivers at the moment in the top LMP1 seat. So I can't complain. So I think the car's looking good. Looks very reliable. Touch wood. And I think the team have got a handle on the car in a short period of time. So hopefully I think we'll be in for a good shout. Hopefully.
Yeah. No, there's every chance of success there, isn't there? As we've said, it's new to everyone, so that's good. Looking further afield though, unless you get a taste for this prototype stuff straight off, what does 27 hold for Seb Morris?
I'm planning to do British GT again, which would be the plan. Got some big sponsorship coming on my side, which is very good for me. So it'll be the first year I've not had to bring any sort of money, personally, which is nice. So it's a brilliant step forward in that respect. So we'll do that. We're looking at trying to do some stuff elsewhere as well. I'd like to keep myself nice and busy, and hopefully have a better year than we did last year. We had a good year last year. It was nice and solid, but it'd be nice to get a few more wins, and definitely seeing someone else take the crown last year in the main championship, made me even more fired up to give it a good go this year.
Yeah, good stuff. So still with the Bentley.
Yeah,
still running hard.
Yeah, still with the Bentley program. They're doing a very good job. We're improving the car over the winter, so hopefully we'll come back even stronger. The team now have got a whole year of data to look on, and I've got a teammate as well this year. We've got 2 cars, so it'll be interesting for me to have a benchmark against Callum and see how we get on.
Bounce information around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which I didn't have last year because sometimes, I went to a track the team had never been to in that car, and I'd never been to in that car. And we didn't have any data to look at, so it'd be good now to have a year of data and a teammate. I think it will help push me on even more.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Everyone at Sports Car Global will be wishing you well at Daytona, and even better over the course of the season. So have a good year, and we'll see you out on the track.
Thank you very much.